A blade is like a tea leaf. Only the...
Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, where both will gradually fade until they... I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? To be accurate, I need...
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other...
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sage... At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary. However, I do understand that they had hoped...
So, the sages basically put their new archon?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and I...
Yeah, you got a lot of believers.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly trying to find a way to... Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the god. Got it. I hope... to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's... Oh, and you don't need to worry too...
Go and get some sleep.
Whether...
Traveler? Paimon?
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
I see. Huh. I should visit my...
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Often. How greedy of me.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
For your adventure plans, my lady.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
In Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Ad Astra
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any...
commissions, huh? Oh, how about...
Wait,
And if possible,
huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Armo...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure...
Hymanska.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. So it's been you that...
Are you? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the subs. In my dream, I also got to sit on a.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone...
Huh?
No! By the way, have you had a chance...
Yes, I paid her a visit right after. Her condition is stabilized. But for the moment, our top focus should still be
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they...
So our first priority should be
Oh, good point.
Let's continue our.
Okay, so do you have any...
Actually, I've already done a. No way, that's too.
You mean it'd be...
No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people.
That's a good point. Spoken like...
I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. We're in the dark as of now, since we still don't know anything about their goal. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of the...
Nahida, you're super...
According to a popular theory from the...
Okay, but...
Well, I've been thinking then I should find someone who's already in...
You're saying we should recruit us... Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he
Actually, I already have someone in mind.
Setaria. We ran into her basically every time Paimon still remembers this.
She was born in the desert and was hailed as their...
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special.
The name Setaria means star. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star began to waver. Instead of staying, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her.
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up, but she doesn't really support the academy.
Indeed. When she's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already... Right. We must that way. Not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity. From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off tomorrow afternoon. Just happens to be to prepare. Let's go check out some of her favorite spots. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune
So she...
No, I already have an...
talking style and...
My poor lost lambs, have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes.
Huh? Really?
Shh! My...
It would seem that...
Only mocking the god of...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospect. Oh, the gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands. Marut, did you two spoil my...
Actually, Paimon thinks...
I admit that
Is that so?
if you were to bring some food offerings...
Is this another one of Setaria's favorites?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father, when I start talking with him.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we...
Oh, I recognize you.
Speaking of, where did...
I suppose you could say it all started with my... After that, I began making pottery by myself.
That's nice. You're making...
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh, no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and...
I see. We wish... I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another...
No problem. Rest easy.
This should be our final stop. Setaria's always thinking of this
Nahida, you've...
It's my duty to protect Sumeru City.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall...
Ah, that's right. After all, I grew up in Liyue, but I'm still discussing all...
What an admirable spirit for...
shoot.
So this restaurant has a bake...
That's right. It's not...
I see. Yes, that makes...
Thank you so much.
So, was that it?
Three...
What's...
Setaria's already used... I remember you mentioned, although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her home...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You? Although she knew she should return home to help the people of the desert.
Well, King Deshret is long gone. And Sitaria is also if we simply engaged her but if we were to borrow
So, you mean you're going...
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people.
Exactly. So, best of luck with them.
Huh? Best of luck? But...
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you.
That is pretty convenient.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never...
You're not wrong. It's always been painful.
If it was at all
Yeah, don't beat yourself up.
Alright, then let...
Here she comes. Satori!
Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is a very... are you...
Oh, of course I'm listening.
Okay, then. Strange. Your cats seem pretty... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
So, which fort...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you...
A mess?
Well,
I hear you. No problem. The gods are asking. Sitaria.
Why haven't I gone...
Sitaria, why don't you just go home?
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is...
King Deshret? Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Ooh, she just ran...
Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harvard-taught theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
He's out of Keys now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Gardening? But don't you hate everything to do with plants? I still...
You see,
Fair enough. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury? If I recall...
he sprained his...
Oh, actually, while we're talking...
Yeah, he's been retired there.
If you could find the time. He has a quick temper.
Oh? So, who... I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you
Akeem, you don't mean...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it... But once everything is over...
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something? Wait, did you just say attic?
Well... Oh, right. I celebrated the Sub-Zero's Fest.
Wait, how could you be aware of that?
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's
Shishan, don't...
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed. In reality...
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to
She can no longer justify...
Hey, she's trying to talk.
This is the most...
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct?
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what...
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents...
Heretics?
King Deshret, many people...
Miss Sataria.
You know my...
King Deshret is immortal. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems I've also been running from... But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt...
You won't necessarily lose.
How do you know me so...
That's not important. If you could provide some assistance...
I've actually never believed in the gods. Please tell me, what can I... I was just one of... But I know very little. I've just been working. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the Academia.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in a... One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents to...
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be...
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't... I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again.
All right. I trust you.
So,
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
the Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we haven't. Maybe it's time for me.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made...
pray. But if we're going to pray to the god,
No. The That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your...
shh, we're on a secret mission to...
Yep, Paimon's right. If something were to happen, after all...
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Off? What do you feel is up? It's the middle of the...
No, I think she's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the...
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I also can't quite figure out...
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards. This hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.